welcome to the Outside Man podcast. We're excited that you've joined us today. The Outside Man podcast, if it's your first time, it's just a group of guys that have never played professional rugby league giving you expert armchair advice, everything about rugby league.
Yep.
So how are we doing, guys?
Oh, not too bad.
Not too bad.
My team lost.
Oh.
Little bit of disappointment this
It
weekend.
seems to be a bit of a trend where your team wins, but our team loses.
Well, the trend for my team this whole year has been losing, so that's the trend.
Pretty smooth trend. I'm wearing the 2016 Premier shirt.
Yeah.
The Sharkies are back on the top.
Yep.
The ladder.
You kind of live
There's
in
no
the past.
peptide sponsors on there.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that was the year before.
That was 2 years earlier. Funnily enough, seeing as we brought it up, it was humorous that the only two players from that grand final playing on that game on the weekend were playing for the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
we'll get into
they
that
steal
in a
your
minute.
players. But great weekend of footy though.
Yeah.
Apart from that,
Yep.
some good games.
Some interesting bit of trivia. I was moving some stuff. So I've just obviously built the shed, moving some stuff around, and I found a couple of these little fellas. I'll get up close to this one.
I could zoom in, please.
So I found. I dropped it. Oh, it's
He
not
had
mint
it.
condition
He
anymore.
had it. Oh, now it's Basil condition.
Footy Tarzos. So I got, who's that? Greg Inglis and Darren Lockyer. I reckon they're worth at least $50 each.
Yeah.
So there you go, a little bit of nostalgia.
Can we
you
sell
remember
them
them, or
off
you
to
guys
buy
too
new
young?
camera?
No. I
Am I
remember
too young?
you used to buy
I
the
don't
chip
know.
packets and
I didn't know I could be too
you
young.
used to
I like
open
that.
them up and
So
away
there you go. So Maroon Marvel and Superstar in Waiting. So that was always...
I can be honest, I
For
like
Inglis.
the cards just because you got a piece of chewy in there. Do you
Piece
remember
of
when you got the
chewy.
cards and you got a little piece of chewy?
Oh, back in the
Is
day.
are you guys too young for that?
Yeah,
All
too
right.
young for that one.
And before we get in, how did your under 10s go, Jed?
we had a loss.
Oh, okay.
We played the other Caloundra team and
Oh,
they were on fire.
Flanders.
So we got a lot of improvement.
Hey, good. That's good.
Yeah.
Good to know. Great.
The coach might get the sack soon, so.
Oh, yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, you lose your job and you get some spare time. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be a few more coaches joining you, Jed. You do. On the unemployment line.
Might be a job at the Roosters too.
Yeah, they'll probably job at South soon, so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, South's had a good weekend.
But I had the buy.
No
Yeah.
one got injured that I heard of.
No.
Yeah.
Good news though. Reports out of South Sydney have shown that Latrell hasn't missed a day of training. He's been getting into doing the training, helping the young guys, all of that. So that's one reassuring thing for the Souths is that he is dedicated
Yep.
and he is working on his game. So he's got a couple of weeks left of his suspension.
Is that good or is that just standard?
No, I think that's good.
Like, surely-
no, they said he was putting
Surely
in more.
you shouldn't miss a day of training.
No, but they said he was putting in more than what was required.
I feel like it's propaganda, but I'll let you have it.
Yeah.
Well, look, hey, look, they're the oldest club, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
The oldest club.
Give him some
Bit of
grace. Give him
propaganda.
some grace.
Propaganda.
Propaganda.
Wow. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, I made it up.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about controversies,
Oh,
and if
Yep.
we weren't, we are now.
we are
Yep.
now.
The refereeing. What is going on?
It was dismal.
We've had some absolute doozies, and we've been talking about this all year.
Consistency.
Consistency.
That's what we're talking about.
So we'll go through the last round. So Roosters Storm. I thought that was a pretty solid game.
It wasn't very disrupting, was it?
Well,
There were a few errors, especially for my Roosters.
Oh, the Roosters could have won that a few times.
I know. Like every time we got down to their line, we knock it on. We drop it
Munster's
on.
in the bin. Tedesco.
Yeah.
Mate, not just because I tipped the Roosters either. Because
Yeah, I was just like, come on, boys.
so there was that brain snap by Cam Munster late in the second half.
Harry
So-
Grant in the interview
Yeah.
said, we thought they were going to review it. And then when they didn't review it, we all panicked. And I'm like, fair enough.
So those that didn't watch it, watch the highlight. So Jerome Hughes, oh my gosh, I literally put that on silent.
From here on in, phone calls go on loudspeaker.
I literally, I turned the Wi-Fi off instead of the speaker. Oh my goodness.
What are we up to?
So Jerome Hughes put a chip kick through, grubber through, went to chase it, got knocked over, taken out.
Yeah.
Was he in it? Do you think he would have scored a try or not? Doesn't matter. Ball went dead. Ref gave it a 20-metre tap.
Yeah.
Can't remember the rooster that was running it back out, but Cameron Munster wasn't onside and impeded the tap.
Yeah.
He tackled him. He tackled him for
so professional foul.
I think he was trying to hold up the play or hold up the referee to try.
That's what it looked like.
Try and get him to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
Yeah. Look.
10 in the bin.
We probably got a little bit lucky there. I will admit, but
you could have got a lot luckier if you had capitalised.
Yeah, I know.
That 10 minutes in the bin.
But we didn't.
Anyway.
We didn't, okay?
Yeah, but that's all right.
Apart from the drop balls, the Roosters did play well.
Yeah.
Like 18-12 to the Storm is not a bad score.
Yeah, but to win footy games, you need to hang on to the football.
Yeah.
But how good was that last try by Xavier Coates, though? Come on.
He is sensational at the moment. Hey? Yeah. As a Blues supporter,
He's on fire.
He can be rocks and diamonds at times.
His defence he was, but I think the last few games he's actually been solid.
Yeah, he has.
Game.
Probably, yeah. All right, so
Game 2.
Game 2. This upset of the round.
Wow.
Dragons way too good for the Warriors.
I didn't get to see this game because my under-10s were playing, but
the Warriors looked really soft in defence.
We played Friday night.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you could have played each other.
Yeah. No.
Oh, actually, Friday night footy.
Friday night footy.
You got anything from your game that was a standout? From your children's your child's team?
Yeah, young fella got man of the match.
Shout out Isaiah.
Seeing as you brought it up, he ran across country that morning, and he came first by a fair distance. His mum for different stages is running in, and I said, "Slow down, you got a footy game tonight." I've never heard a dad say that before. But then I'm come off in the second half. He comes up to the coach and asks if he can play dummy half.
Okay.
And then scoots out, scores 2 tries, a few line breaks, smashed it, and had a great game. We played Koala as well, so tough game, but they did real well. So first cross country, man of the match in footy. He had a good weekend. Couldn't walk on Saturday.
He was very quiet.
But Dragons.
So
I did watch the highlights of this game, and it just looked like the Warriors did not show up. But
the coach on the press conference afterwards said, it's not an excuse, but I think we've just had quite a few big games. And we just weren't on the pace this week. He said there's a few things we got to tighten up. And the fact that they marched all the way down the field on the first set, and Zach Lomax comes through to catch a bomb and scores, that's a bit soft.
The Dragons' tries were off soft defence.
Talking about players in form, Zach Lomax, wow,
he was looking good. 2-point field goal.
Yeah.
The Warriors looked like they were also a bit flustered with each other. Sean Johnson was quite emotive on the field as well, but not to detract from the Dragons though. I thought they played really well. Ben Hunt was really good as well.
I didn't think they had this game in them. So
their fullback was awesome. Ravalawa scored in the corner.
He switched sides because he tried to get the ball on the other one. He's not going back. He's sending Lomax on the other side.
Yeah, so good, looking good Dragons. Can they keep it up? We'll see. Who knows? So the third game.
So this game was actually quite close in the first probably 20 minutes. Like I think it was only 8.
Even the first half.
Yeah.
The whole first,
the whole first half.
It was 8-4 at half time.
8-4 at half time, but then the Dolphins scored about 4 tries in about 12 minutes. I think it was.
Yeah, so I've actually wrote it down here. So I thought the Eels were more dominant over the Dolphins in that first half.
Yeah.
They were just looked like the Dolphins were on the back foot the whole time. Don't know what happened. Wayne was away. He had a virus, so he didn't even travel with them.
Oh, okay.
So whatever that fill-in coach did at half time, absolutely
Christian
amazing.
Wolf, he's won a Super League title.
Yeah,
He's
so
won the Queensland Cup a few times.
So he's taken over Wayne Bennett at the end of the year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Not yet. So they scored in the 50th minute, 52nd, 56th, 58th minute.
They literally,
64th minute, 70, 72, and 75.
I don't remember the Eels touching the ball.
That was set after set.
There was it was a try, and then the next set it was a try.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
So Tessie New got double. Bostock got his hat trick.
Yeah. Shout out to Bostock on your super coach. Hope
So
you didn't sell him.
Plath got a double as well.
Yeah.
So
The young fella. And the young fullback, Fuller.
Yep.
Fuller? Is it Fuller? For the Dolphins, first game.
Joe Fuller.
He was amazing.
Yep. He did that little left
Lightning.
foot kick.
Yeah.
He was falling, did a left foot kick back in.
Yeah.
Actually, just Max Path there, I see there that he's probably a bit of a 70s footballer. He at half time, he goes out as a smoke, and then he comes back.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, jeez. Don't let the kids
I
see
don't
that
think
on
your
TV.
lungs last too long.
Yeah, I don't
I don't know how that works these days.
Dude, I don't think you can be an athlete and do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Hey, if you got a habit, it's hard to kick though. So
Yep.
Yeah, don't smoke, kids.
Panthers Tigers game.
This was actually really tight in the first half.
Bit of controversy in this game too, Jed.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a sec.
Yeah.
I thought the Tigers looked quite good in spots and patches.
Yeah.
Panthers looked a bit out of sorts as well. They didn't really get into their rhythm.
yeah, it was a
Little
bit
bit.
of a grind, and I think that suited Penrith.
Yeah.
Penrith don't mind being in the grind and then coming away. Benji said he was quite happy. I don't know, do I only watch press conferences? He said he was quite happy. They played for 60 minutes. He told them it was going to be like that. He was happy what they did.
Yeah.
But Penrith are Penrith, and they are.
Yeah, I actually thought it
yeah.
took Penrith like 20 or 30 minutes to really get into the game.
Yeah. I think that sort of game they missed Nathan Cleary. He's quite comfortable just playing set for set.
Yeah.
You know. The Iceman, he's going to ice it in the end.
Yeah.
So
there's two instances, one for each team.
Yep.
So the first one was Dream Buller passed inside to Olam.
That was actually the second one.
Oh, that was the second one.
And I want to do it in order because I'll tell you why.
All right, we'll do it in order.
The first one was Schneider.
Brad Schneider.
I just made that
So
up.
Brad Schneider put the kick up.
Put the kick up, and a la Sean Johnson the other week, he's taken out his legs.
Yeah,
and knocked him over. It was a little bit more intense than that.
I don't think.
But there was no penalty given. Now I don't really think it's a penalty at all. But the fact that they've been giving it a few times and then now they don't.
Well, Schneider obviously didn't.
Sorry, black lung. Don't smoke, kids.
I'll cut that video. So obviously Schneider's. So obviously Schneider didn't try and milk it as much as well.
He just got
Sean
up and
Johnson.
tried to.
But
get
you
him
know, Caesar didn't even leave the ground. He just literally ran past the dude.
He ran into his leg. He didn't run past it. He ran into him and knocked him over.
But nothing come of it.
No. Nothing. Nothing come of it. And then the next set.
So Buller was running up the sideline. He's passed it back to the inside to Olam, who was there ready to catch the ball.
Yeah.
But
he wasn't because he was on the ground.
Schneider's tripped him.
Yeah.
So Brad Schneider was falling, and then he's ankle tapped with his hand, which you're not allowed to do. They challenged it because the ref said play on. He actually called because when Olam missed it, one of the other Tigers kicked it, and then Dream Buller picked it up again. But because he was in front of the kicker, it was offside. Yeah. The ref didn't care. He said play on. But then Tigers challenged it. Yeah, penalty to the Tigers. But Graham Endersley's come out today and said that should have been a sin bin.
Well, a penalty is a sin bin.
It should have been 10 minutes in the sin bin.
You can't call it a penalty and then say that's not a sin bin because it's in the act of scoring a try. really.
Yeah, but they just
So it
gave
has
the penalty.
to be. Yeah, but I'm saying if they give a penalty, it has to be a sin bin. If otherwise they don't give a penalty.
Yeah, but I think they said that. Well, they obviously decided that Olam wasn't going to get there because Jerome Luai was running across to intercept him.
From what I thought they said was it was an accident, but I don't know how that's an accident.
Yeah.
Definitely not an accident, but consistency. As long as they rule it the same way every week.
But that's been a professional foul forever.
Well, why didn't they
There's no-
why didn't they pull it up?
That's the problem.
They obviously dropped the ball
Yeah.
there.
All right, Titans versus Eagles. Seagulls winning this 34-30. Look,
If you like tries,
yeah, Titans were the better team. I will actually say that Titans were the better team, but they were a bit unlucky.
when you're losing every week, I think sometimes you do get a bit unlucky. You do not get some calls, and they very well could have won that one.
Yeah,
Well, it was last week. We didn't get the calls,
yeah,
and the charge down on Kieran Foran's field goal attempt. The guy was offside by half a metre.
Yeah.
Didn't get nothing. Should have been a penalty goal straight in front. We would have won that one.
Yep.
And then this week it was marred by absolutely blatant obstruction.
Yep.
So Turbo's running across field. He's passed it out to Cherry Evans.
Yep.
And then one of the other Manly Seagulls ran into the line and pretty well just slowed down, held up three of our defenders.
Yeah.
And then Cherry Evans has passed it back to Turbo, but it's gone like literally 2.5 metres forward.
Yeah.
And then Turbo's run on and scored a try. So not only was there one thing, but there was two. There was the obstruction and the forward pass.
Yeah.
The bunker reviewed it. No problem. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Try for
Yeah.
Manly.
Surely we're at a time now where we can at least review forward passes.
Well, actually, I'll play it. I'll play the clip now so that you can see it for yourself. I don't care if it gets copyrighted.
Yep.
Croker, Travojevic, Cherry Evans, Foran got up in his face. Now Travojevic for Saab, down the sideline again, inside for Travojevic. Manly hit back on the stroke of half-time.
So there you go. It was 2.5 metres forward, clear obstruction. What do you do?
All right.
I don't know what you do.
All right.
Get grumpy.
Broncos 34 against the Raiders 10. Look, Broncos
Suck
were good,
it, Raiders.
but the Raiders were absolutely dreadful. They were dreadful.
Yeah, they were quite
Foul.
ordinary. Drop bombs.
For like 70 minutes of the game.
70, I disagree.
First
Really?
half, they were.
I reckon-
First half, they were average.
I reckon 30.
No, they were absolutely dreadful.
The second half, I thought they were alright.
But still, like,
Yeah.
that's like saying, oh, I cooked the mashed potato well, but I didn't get the palmy right. You know, like, you got to have the...
Well, surely you focus on the palming.
Yeah, exactly.
I hear you, but I was just... I just thought that, apart from that section of time where the Broncos scored all those points,
Yeah.
Well, it was,
the Raiders, outscored them in the second
yeah,
half.
so it was 28-0 at half
But
time.
in saying that, it's hard to, like, when you're so far in front, it is hard to...
Absolutely. I'm just saying, young guys,
Yeah.
I think they rallied all right.
Yeah.
And if you look at that team, like, they're going to struggle.
Yeah.
And I don't often agree with anything that Ricky says in a press conference. I'm sure he's a great coach, but this press conference, he was actually really good. He come out and he said, these are all young guys. He said they're going to learn. He said we're going to get thumped a few times, but they've got to learn their position. They've got to learn how to react.
Was it the fullback who was 18?
Yeah, he's
still
18.
in grade 12.
Even
he's just a kid.
so is the 5'8".
Yeah.
Ethan Strange, he's a young kid, and so is the Schiller on the wing.
So they're building.
And they lost Fogarty as well.
He's out. Looks torn bicep.
Yeah, about 12 weeks, I reckon. Yeah. For a young team, that's really quite difficult.
Yeah.
So credit to Ricky. He said, I have to learn to control myself and be less hard on these guys because they're just coming through and we're playing the long game. In a couple of years' time, he said they need 50 games really to settle in because they're playing key positions.
Yeah.
So credit to him.
Yeah.
Normally he'd just blow up about something, the rain or
Yeah.
Brisbane or Friday nights or whatever it is.
Penalties.
But he
Titans cheating like last
Titans
week.
cheating.
Accused the Titans of cheating, even though we lost.
So the one-off press conference where he actually said something good.
I'll just go back to the Broncos for a sec. There was a bit of a flashback to the late 90s. Billy Walters, little grubber, run through, picked it up, scored a try. Everyone was like, "Oh, did you learn that from Kevy?" And he's like, "Nah, probably Alfie." And then
he said, "I would have kicked
real dad."
Is that what he said?
Yeah, no, he didn't say that, but that was like, "Oh, is Alfie your real dad?"
Yeah. But another good win for the Broncos. So
Carrigan played well, just for record.
Yeah, very well.
Pointing out good players.
All right, Bulldogs smashed the Knights.
Yeah, the Doggies.
Wow, this was
a poor. Oh, I fell asleep, if I'm honest with you.
It was a pretty bludger of a game.
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was
it was a bludger of a game.
It was great.
At the end, there was
Heaps
a
of
bit
little niggles.
Reid Marnie, he's like Michael Innes on steroids, eh? He is in everything. He is him and Salmon and Curran.
Yeah.
What a terrible combination.
Yeah.
And at the end there with Salmon and...
I heard that Innes was actually at training this week.
Oh, was it? Yeah, he's teaching
giving grub lessons.
Yeah.
He's the only one that ever managed to get under Cameron Smith's skin, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, Kalen Ponga is out for at least 12 weeks.
More, they reckon. Frank.
Weird thing.
This Frank?
Yeah, 12 weeks to the season, so...
This Frank injury. Is that foot?
Something in the foot, I heard.
Top of the foot.
Adam O'Brien didn't know what it was called.
And then also, there was a little fight in the dressing rooms as they were walking up the sheds.
A little altercation.
Yeah, a little altercation.
Bit of pushy shovey.
We couldn't. No, he reached out. He never got him.
Yeah.
So he was smiling, and
Jack Hetherington.
Yeah, Jack Hetherington.
No one could really work out whether he was joking or
he was shaping
serious.
up. He was shaping up.
But then he just had a smile and.
So Reid Marnie and Jack Hetherington were at each other. Reid Marnie's tackled Jack Hetherington and given him a bit of a roughing up, and was holding onto his jersey. Jack Hetherington didn't like that. Started pushing, and anyway, it escalated from there. And then the ump's given them both 10 minutes.
Well, they just wouldn't shut up. So
So sent them. So he sent Jack first.
Yep.
Like
and
a full probably 5 minutes, right? Almost.
Oh, they said
it was a long
minutes.
time.
It's an official couple of minutes. So
then
Marnie, but then Jack had actually gone into the dressing room and then come out
waiting
when Reid Marnie walked up, and then he's shaped up.
Does anyone remember just with as players are walking off the field with Adam Blair and Glen Stewart?
You know what? I actually watched that highlight probably only like 2 months ago.
Oh really? Yeah.
That was the craziest.
I know. So for those that don't understand,
I'll play it. I'll find it and I'll play it.
There was a fight near the try line.
Hinchpick, and they throw them. So they come in from all parts of the ground now, and punches are still being thrown.
Well, that's quite extraordinary. There was a little bit of push and shove, but then all of a sudden they let them go.
I'm pretty sure first up it's Lussick and Hinchcliffe. You're right. I think Darcy would have the reach.
Well, there's a little elbow to the chin. Lussick slaps him across the head. Up they get, little push and shove, little push and shove, little push and shove. Whack. Let's go.
And after the break, it was the worst set of six that Manly have come up with. So not surprisingly, poor option at the end of it from Adam Blair, the big uppercut there.
What are they going to do here, Evans?
Yeah. Just listen. This is prior foul play, okay? So he's got elbow penalties against him, okay? That's what the penalty's for. That's all now. Thanks, Ryan. Go away. Where's Adam? Adam Blair? He's on the board. Okay, he's just on the board. Okay. You've come running a distance to throw punches. You've run here as well. So you go for 10. Why you go, Glenn? Why you go, Glenn? Why you go, Glenn?
Well, Blair might as well start walking because he's not going to stay there. They send him off separately.
You think he might as well get on his bike?
He might as well get going. Yeah, see him.
There he goes. Well, they start peddling at him. So it was Adam Blair and Glen Stewart.
And then as they're walking off, Adam Blair and Glen Stewart, they sort of look at eyes at each other and go, "Yep, come on, boys,"
Yeah.
and then she was on.
Oh, it's on again! It's on again! Glen Stewart and Adam Blair. Here come the reinforcements. Now they've come from the bench as well.
Well, we knew there was rivalry. Here we go, what's this?
There's some players in the bench that run on. I don't get their numbers.
Plenty of punches thrown, but none of them seem to connect.
They're still at each other.
You're gone.
He's sent.
So Glen Stewart has been sent. Well, I haven't seen anything. Well, I think I have. I've seen it before, but in this modern era.
They both got sent, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and then Glen Stewart
Went for 10,
Well, that's
but
a
then got
waste.
sent.
They'd like to-
yeah. And then they played each other again in the grand final, and they came back and Manly absolutely destroyed them.
Yeah. Was that the 40-0?
Yeah, that was like the 40-0 year.
Yeah, that was because Cameron Smith got
suspended
for
against
being
the Broncos.
dirty against the Sharks.
No, it was in the Broncos game, wasn't it?
Oh, all right, we'll find out.
Fact check.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments.
And anyway, go look that up because that was not something we endorsed, but something very interesting.
The Biffo. I'll play the clip right now.
It was intense, and then the game of the round.
This was another bludger.
If you were a Cronulla supporter,
Sunday Arvo
Arvo
at home. Sharkies
at
versus
points
Cows.
bet.
Sellout crowd.
Yeah, it's just only like 12,000 these days. Sharkies demolished them. We got a couple of good calls, but gee, the Cowboys are looking soft up the middle.
Looking
Well,
quite soft.
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even have our forward back yet, but
Yeah.
like, Ueli was on the bench, and Hazelton stepped 3 guys for a try. That was amazing. Big dude,
Yeah.
the biggest prop in the world.
So how do you reckon Nico Hines going? Do you reckon he'll get the call up for Origin this year?
Oh,
or
I hope not.
is that because you want him to keep playing
Yeah.
the Sharks?
I don't know. I don't think he's been. Yeah.
Setting the world on fire?
Oh, he's been consistent, but I don't think. Like, where's he going to play? He's not going to play halfback over Cleary.
Well,
And who's going to play 5'8" though for New South Wales?
Luai for sure.
Oh,
Luai's been playing great. They kind of ruined him as a 14.
I think that's tarnished him more than anything.
But maybe Maguire will put him in as a 14. I think he'd be a great 14. He can play fullback. He can play.
Well, Maguire's going to have a bit of a
halfback.
headache this year because there's quite a few players in positions that. And there's a lot of people that play those positions really well
and
now.
Queensland, because Palmer's out, have got pretty much.
Well,
this is our team.
Well, they've literally said for New South Wales, like, Cleary is the only player that has his position, like everyone else.
Teddy will be there. They won't drop Teddy.
But
Surely Dylan Edwards needs to have a crack.
I think he needs to have a go, but I think he's just.
If you watch that game on the weekend, like, he's got a bit of mongrel in him, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's amazing. I would pick him. I just don't know how you drop Tedesco.
Wow.
You can't put Tedesco on the bench.
Yeah, it's a hard one. But I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is that there's so many positions for New South Wales.
Yeah.
While Queensland just picks itself. Yet again.
Lindsay Collins everywhere.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
And South actually got the they got the 2 points.
No one got injured for South this week, so they're doing all right.
All right.
So the ladder. This is what we need to talk about. First place is the mighty Cronulla Sharks.
Up, Cronulla.
The boys in the black, white and blue. Equal points. Number 2, the Storm, just a little bit less attack. Third is the Dolphins. The Dolphins are doing pretty well. They're about to play some teams though, so they might be in trouble. Then the Panthers are sneaking back up. So the Panthers were 8th last week and now they're 4th. Seagulls in 5th. We've got the Broncos in 6th, so they're sneaking up too. The teams that have dropped down are the Raiders, the Cowboys. Then we move into 9th. Ninth on 8 points is the Dragons. Then we've got the Warriors on 7. The Roosters, the Doggies, the Tigers are all on 6. That's 11, 12, 13. Then we've got the Eels in 14. Then we've got Souths in 15. Oh, sorry, Knights in 15. Souths in 16. And the only team that hasn't won a game as of yet are the Titans.
Sad. Anyway, let's not dwell
on that.
Let's not dwell in the cellar.
Yeah.
So this week, looking forward to this week.
Yep, Anzac round.
The misery will probably be continuing for the Titans. First game on when is it? Thursday. Arvo. So we got 3 games on Thursday this year on Anzac Day.
So they've actually changed this up because this used to be a Warriors and
Storm game.
But
Did we find out why they changed it?
No. You'll have to ask Andrew Abbo, I think.
I think I'm going to send him an email.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think Warriors will bounce back. They're at home. Titans will be good though, but yeah, I just
if we keep building, like, you know, the Warriors lose the ones they're supposed to win, right? They haven't the last 5 weeks, but
yeah,
it's got to start happening soon.
Yeah,
you can have hope. I think the Warriors win comfortably. I think Auckland's a hard place to play.
Yeah, although Sean Johnson looks like that he'll miss this game with an Achilles injury, so
that makes it a bit more Achilles.
Yes,
it's going to be more than 1 week then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's soreness apparently. So
soreness.
Okay. So team list Tuesday, which will be out now when you're watching this. So check that out before you do your tips.
What does that
yeah, Warriors I think will have this win over the Titans. I really hope the Titans win because I love it when the Titans beat the Warriors.
I think we'll. All right.
Dragons versus Roosters.
Dragons.
I'm tempted to tip the Dragons, but
I don't know anymore. Hey, I don't know whether or not to tip the Dragons anymore. The Roosters are probably hurting a bit.
Yeah, so
I think they'd come out.
No, I think the Roosters.
You would think.
I think the Roosters.
I mean,
Trent Robinson needs to back a performance up with his winch.
Yeah, I know.
So he's dribbling a bit at the moment.
I'm going to tip Roosters.
Are you?
Yeah. I think the boys from Bondi will be able to do it.
Yeah. And this is like the biggest game, I would say, of the year outside of finals, this Dragons-Roosters game.
Yep. Okay.
What? It is.
Okay.
Players are so proud. Like, do you
you mean for the occasion, not the game?
Yeah, for the occasion.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying Roosters v Dragons is the like epitome of a game. I'm like, I don't know. What's going to happen with the Rabbits? What do we reckon?
Late game, Thursday afternoon, night, 7:50, Storm versus Rabbitohs.
Storm are going to absolutely demolish them.
I have that feeling as well.
50?
I'm not saying 50,
maybe.
Okay.
No, I don't think it'll be. There's a good rivalry here between Storm and the Rabbitohs.
When is Latrell back? What's the go
I think
there?
next week.
Okay.
So miss one, then bye, then miss this one, just gone.
Is he out 2 or 3?
3 weeks. So another week.
Okay. And the bye doesn't get included in your.
No, nor should it.
So I had one bye this week. He's out, and then next week he's out. So
yeah. Oh yeah, Storm.
So Storm for the win. Manly versus Eels.
Didn't they only play like 3 weeks ago? Sea Eagles and Eels?
They did.
There you go. Roles
both
reversed.
these teams were pretty average last week. Were Parramatta more average?
I think in the latter stages of the game, the Eels were very.
They were
lax.
I think the Seagulls spine.
Titans scored some easy tries.
Yeah.
Off Manly. Like the one bomb that Turbo didn't go up, and AJ's just come run through, grab the ball, and scored a try.
I know.
Like,
imagine
what was Turbo doing?
Size and getting outjumped by AJ.
I know.
It's got to be embarrassing.
So yeah, I don't know. I think Manly just because they're at home,
and I think their spine has to be out of.
And they do play well at home.
And they're allowed to throw forward passes and do obstruction. So
and knock-ons.
And knock-ons. Well,
it always goes back. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, always backwards in Manly.
So yeah.
Right. Game of the round. Tigers versus Broncos.
Can the Tigers turn it around?
Look, they're going to give them a run. I'm thinking the upset too.
Are you?
Ooh.
I mean, whether it's just my hatred for the Broncos.
I think Bateman was a key reason they did really well.
Bateman was excellent.
And I don't think he's going to do that to Ricky.
Yeah.
So, because Ricky's on that edge for the Broncos.
Yeah.
And also, who's the centre? Whether it's Staggs or Coppo, it doesn't matter. I don't think they're gonna do that to the Broncos like they did the. Panthers didn't have their full.
I think
side.
Adam Reynolds is due to be back this week as well.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
And I think Payne Haas is getting pretty close to coming back too. So,
well,
yeah,
just in time for Origin.
Teamless Tuesdays. Check that out.
Yeah, check it out.
Second game Saturday: Cows versus Panthers. Townsville.
Yep.
Panthers for the win.
Panthers, I think will. I think it'll be. I don't think it'll be a blowout as like what it was.
He's got to drop the forward pack.
Yeah.
They're slow.
Yeah. Well,
I know
Cowboys,
they're paying him
Cowboys
$1 million.
forward pack.
I know.
yeah,
Yeah, I know.
I did say that he did say that there are changes coming.
Yeah,
so
but they're going to be the right changes.
I don't know.
Is he going to be like South? They got to drop Tom Lolo. I know they're paying him $1 million, but he's slow.
Yeah.
Mm.
He can't move laterally, side to side. That's laterally. Just for our young viewers.
Not. So he can only move longitudinally.
Yeah,
Or
longitudinally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, the fish, Leota,
Too strong.
way too strong.
Don't even watch it, unless you're a Cows fan.
Dolphins versus Newcastle.
I think
Dolphins for the win.
Well, without Kalen Ponga, he's out. He's gone.
Yeah.
I think Dolphins.
I think Kalen Pong has been the thing holding them back though.
You reckon?
Really?
The last few weeks, because he got injured.
Oh yeah.
And they disbanded. Then he got injured, and then he got injured again.
Yeah.
And it just put them all in disarray. I think.
Well, they did pretty good last year when he had that injury spell as well.
I think Gagai's coming back. He may play fullback. Coming up to Origin time, we know what happens.
Origin
Gagai starts to make
But he has
an
actually been a lot
appearance.
more. He actually has
He
been
has
a
been
lot.
good this year.
So, I'm not saying they'll win. I'm just saying I think it'll be closer than we think. Hetherington's good for a box.
No, he's got a week.
Did he get a week
He's going to get a week.
for the tunnel?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. So as he said,
is Marnie
Reed
getting
Marnie is only going to have to answer for what he did on the field, but they're going to give Jack Hetherington a week for the tunnel.
just made it interesting, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Well, it did, but
He didn't do anything.
you got to it's one thing if it's on the field,
Yeah.
but when you just walk out, what's the difference between the tunnel or the car park? You know what I mean? You can't be.
Car park sounds a bit more seedy, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Did it in the tunnel.
What happens if they
Did it in
meet
the
each
car?
other down at the pub? Are they going to shape up and box
Yeah,
each
maybe.
other? Yeah, but you can't be doing that.
Oh no, you can't.
You know, just like you can't be doing it in the tunnel.
No, I don't think you should be. I'm saying.
Especially when the camera's right there.
I'm saying if it was a joke, he hasn't actually hit him.
If it was a joke, then yeah, I get it. But still.
So if he comes out and says, "Hey, it was a joke,"
Well, he's had
mates,
plenty of time.
to come out
and say it was a joke.
Okay, go on. And then possibly the game of the round.
They actually
Once
have a
again.
pretty good rivalry, the Raiders and Sharks.
The Raiders beat the Sharks at PointsBet. I know this is a gambler a lot.
Yes.
It's quite annoying. The Raiders are going to be hurting. They
And
were
then
up
you guys
18-0 last time we played them. We played them like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, like 3 weeks. What's with this draw at the moment?
They were up 18-0 at that point. That's when, just for my interest, Ronaldo singled out Tarpany
Yeah.
and just ran in and smashed him. And Ronaldo changed that game. Ended up coming down and scoring a try. So hopefully it doesn't come to that again.
Yep. So if the Raiders are doing a goal kick, are we going to see any Sharks trainers walking in the line of sight again?
If you get away with it once, should you try it again?
Yeah.
You probably should.
Yep.
Have another go. You're only going to hear.
The big thing for Raiders though, Jamal Fogarty's out, torn bicep, so he looks like he's 12 weeks. So is that
I don't know who
12
they've
probably?
got. I don't know who they get to goal kick because Rapinoe is goal kicking as well. I don't know if Strange can goal kick or not. So yeah, it depends who they pick at halfback. The Sharks should win, but it might be a pretty good contest.
Yeah. Well,
We're pretty
we
fresh
will
after
see.
the Cowboys game.
It's a long weekend this weekend for some.
Very long.
Yep.
3 games. I'm liking the 3 games on the Thursday.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be
You
good.
know, it's And I think it'll work good for the players too, because they.
As I said, I was going to do a lot of
two.
things on Thursday, but I just found out I'll be watching footy, so sorry.
After the dawn service.
Yep.
Well, it's
Well,
very
there's no
Dawn
game.
ser-
There's
Oh,
no
you could be
game at
watching-
dawn.
You
For
can
me-
watch replays.
For me, it'd be dawn service, have a snooze, and then watch the footy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's your.
Yeah, that's my Thursday. Awesome.
pretty set out. Sounds
Yeah.
good. I like it. Great.
Sounds good to me too.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, well
Alright.
that's last weekend. This week's footy. Have a great week.
Yep.
Have a good
Alright.
night. See you soon.
See you soon.
See you.
Like and
Oh, sorry.
subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget we're
Oh yeah,
going for 100 subscribers. Say 100?
yeah. 100.
Yeah, 100 subscribers. So please hit the ding. We'd love to hear your comments.
Yeah.
We know you're watching. So drop us a comment. Tell us what you think.
Yep.
Tell us how many weeks you think.
Just write OSM in the comments if you're watching this stuff.
Ooh.
We might start an OSM club,
Yeah.
outside man club.
Oh.
There you
I
go.
was trying to work out what that meant. I
OSM.
wasn't smart enough. Yeah, OSM in the comments, and you might be a lucky viewer.
Yeah.
Alright,
Who knows?
see ya.
See ya.